Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Diana for anyone who does not know me, and today we're going to be going over this hairstyle. This has been my signature hairstyle since I want to say November, either November or December, I can't remember. I love it because you can wear it like down the middle or off to the side for even more volume. Very 90s model inspired, and I just love that look so much. I think it's so pretty. If I'm ever not doing this hairstyle, it's probably because I was lazy, didn't have enough time, or I was wearing something that required my hair to be up. Because if not, why would I not do this hairstyle? It is literal perfection. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it, and I hope you guys are able to follow along the tutorial. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will make sure to answer everybody. I do prefer to do this hairstyle with a blow dryer and a round brush on my damp hair. That is the preferred method, but sometimes I'm lazy. Sometimes I like to just go to sleep if I'm doing my hair at night, and this is just going to be the next best option. If you're a beginner with hair, this is going to be so much easier to learn, and there's really just no way for you to mess it up. Let's get started. My hair right now feels so nice and so smooth. I actually washed it 2 days ago, and I wasn't going to really style my hair just because I've really just been lounging around my house, not really doing much, but my hair feels so nice and so smooth. I actually used a new conditioner, and I'm just like, this is such a waste of hair if I don't actually do something to it while it feels this good. I'm actually going to show you guys which conditioner I used. So this is the conditioner I used. It's the Redken Acidic Color Gloss Conditioner. I love it so much. I actually don't have the shampoo, but I think I'm going to go get it because this was really nice. So I'm going to be using this GHD 1 1/4 inch barrel. It has a clamp. You don't need one that has a clamp. You don't need to use GHD, but I really do highly recommend these. Their tools are so innovative and so high-end and so like good for your hair. I've been using them for 2 years now, like only GHD hot tools, and I have not had any heat damage. It's really good. It doesn't burn your hair. The tools are always like preset to 365 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like the optimum styling temperature. Anything hotter can potentially burn your hair, and anything lower doesn't really style your hair that well. You're gonna have to do several passes for it to actually work, and that's just gonna take up too much time, and then eventually you might burn your hair because you're staying on the same piece of hair for so long. So anyways, GHD is the best. And of course, I'm going to be linking everything in the description. Now, let's start off with how I section my hair. All right, so this is how I section my hair. I kind of just go in here at the arch of my eyebrows, go backwards, and then kind of just like section off this like mohawk area all the way down to the crown. It's just that middle portion right here. Even though we're using a high quality tool, I still like to use heat protectant. I love an oil-based heat protectant. I'm gonna go in with this Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil. A little goes a long way, so I literally just have like a few drops. This piece of hair looks so crazy. Distribute that really nicely. And I don't always use a spray-on heat protectant, but I think I will today. I'm going to use this one by GHD. It's the Bodyguard one. And I really like this one for whenever you want your style to really hold. I feel like this one has some like grip to it. If you want your hair to be super smooth but are okay with it falling out, you could use just oil-based heat protectant, and I like doing that sometimes just because it feels so nice on the hair. But today it's super humid outside, and I think I really wanted to just like hold on for dear life, so I'm gonna be using the Bodyguard heat protectant. So I'm gonna start on this side, and this is what we're gonna do. It's so simple. We take a section of hair. If you're not used to doing this, definitely work in smaller sections. This is a horizontal section. This right here would be a vertical section. This is a horizontal section. Taking my curling wand, and I'm gonna curl downwards and roll it up. The way I like to do it is I like to first distribute heat throughout my hair by just like passing it through. And then once I get to the end, I curl up. Try to be quick with it because I don't like my curling wand to spend too much time on the hair. Release. And then it honestly doesn't matter how this looks because I'm going to take it while it's still hot, roll it up in my hand, and pin it down. I like to use these metal clips. The most important thing is for your hair to be pinned up while it's still hot. And the reason why I didn't feel the need to just like hold my hair down until like it grasped the perfect curl is because it's gonna set in the curl size that I actually want it in. So you don't have to be pressing down the heat on it for too long. That's also the reason why I do a quick pass through instead of just gripping it at the ends and then sliding up. It's because I want the heat to be evenly distributed. If you have layers, working in horizontal can be a little tricky, but go ahead and just like learn your hair, learn what it likes. So I like to put my hand right underneath the section, curl it in. I think these 4 fingers just create the perfect size for my curls. I just realized I forgot my light. Okay, there we go. One thing I really struggled with the clamp is I would sometimes put my hair in it and then do a movement where like my hair would kind of like go back on it, and then I would get like this weird indentation, kind of like how I just did right here. I don't know if you could see it. Literally just 1 second of doing that and it's already like crimped in. So that's why I like to immediately flip it over when I'm curling a section, you see? So then when I pass through it, I don't have to worry about any hair going against the clamp. That was my biggest struggle with the clamp. Before using this hot tool, I actually never used any clamp hot tool. So it was very new to me, but now that I get the hang of it, I love it so much. Now I find it so much more useful than just an iron without a clamp. There's definitely a learning curve to any new hot tool that you might get, but if you have the patience for it, I think it's so worth it to learn different styles on different hot tools. Also, I'm obsessed with this new robe. I just got it, and then I also have like the matching PJs for it. I don't know if you can see. I love it. I'm such a sucker for cute robes and just like printed pajama sets. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna link it for you guys so you guys can check it out. I recently saw a YouTube video where this girl basically had like very similar routine to mine, at least when it comes to like the way we clip things, and very similar style. And what she did instead of using these metal clips, she used bobby pins and then she went to sleep. I thought that was so crazy, but she woke up and it was all like still intact and it ended up looking so good. And I'm the kind of person who just like cannot sleep with any hair rods or overnight methods, and if I do, I have like the worst night of my life. So I'm actually thinking about trying it, like maybe not right now, it's daytime, but like maybe not like styling my hair and then going to sleep immediately, but like maybe tonight I could repin my hair in bobby pins instead of these metal ones, because imagine sleeping with these metal ones. I could never. But yeah, reset it with some bobby pins and then go to sleep. That might actually work for me. You never know. Okay, first half is done. Now let's do the second side. I don't know why I always save this side for last. I literally have more hair on this side. Let me know if you guys have more hair on one side than the other. It's actually really wild how that happens. Oh, also, the mohawk, I stop it at the crown. I do not go all the way down because I don't want to be thinking about curling the back of my head. So all the back pieces either gets assigned to this side or this side. And then I kind of just feel out the horizontal section and then I just bring it forward. I'm not really trying to like curl the back of my head because that sounds like it'd be really hard. Again, these do not need to look impressive at all. I have not done an official blowout in like I think 3 weeks now. I don't know what's gotten into me. I've just been so lazy. But if you using a blow dryer and a round brush is definitely going to give you more of like a floofy, voluminous look. So let me know if you do want the tutorial on that. But in the meantime, this is going to be just like the easier version of the look. Okay, so I just realized something. I am so on autopilot when it comes to curling my hair. It's almost like I forgot everything that I struggled with when I was first learning how to work a clamp styler. And here's a little tip I noticed whenever you are gliding your hair through, because your hair can kind of feel like stuck when you're going down. You don't want to tug on it. What I do is I slightly press on the clamp so it's a little loose when going down. You don't want it to be tight and then you go because I think that's what I was doing when I first tried out this method, and it was uncomfortable. But that's how you do it. You basically have to hold this down to loosen it a little bit. You're not opening it, but you're also not leaving it all the way shut. You kind of just, now I'm trying to think of other tips that I might have forgotten. Just because I'm so on autopilot now. If you need, this tool right here has this tip that doesn't really it gets a little hot, but it's not too hot, so you can always like rest your fingertips on there if you feel like that helps you. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Please, if you have any comments at all, please comment them. I'm gonna be trying my best to reply to every single comment. Oh, okay, another tip. This is most important if you're working with big sections. Now, normally I wouldn't work on a section this big. I would want it to be like this big, but then what am I gonna do with this? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these all together. But when you are going in, don't bunch up your hair and then do your thing. Try to spread it out. I'm not always the best at doing this. Sometimes I'll just forget or like won't care, but try to keep your hair spread out and then glide. This is going to help the heat to really evenly distribute throughout the entire section, versus if you clump it up, it's gonna be hard for the heat to get to like those center pieces. Alright, the bottom half of my hair is done. Now let's move on to the top. I'm gonna go ahead and just prep my hair the same exact way I did the bottom. Now, if this is too much hair for you, go ahead and just slice it in half and save this part here for later. Either like pin it away, hide it away, do what you need to do. I'm gonna just be like an emo girl for this moment. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna curl with the same exact method we did these bottom pieces, except for this middle portion is going to face the crown. We're gonna do something a little bit different for those bang front pieces, but for now, these back pieces are gonna face the crown. And then this section's a little too fat, so I kind of like to just split it in the middle. So again, they are like horizontal sections, but horizontal to the crown, not horizontal to the bottom. So the curler is going to go this way. And I'm not gonna lie, I think these pieces closest to the crown are the hardest to get right. They're always like wanting to fall off. And if that happens to you, don't worry about it. Again, just remember the steps. Distribute heat and then curl from the bottom. And my hair always wants to fall off whenever I reach that bottom part, but I don't stress it. Well, my light is gone. Okay, so my camera decided to literally fail. Okay, all my back pieces are done. They are curled horizontally facing the crown. Now we're gonna do these front pieces, and what I like to do with these front pieces is I like to curl them horizontally but towards the front. And then for the very front pieces, my bang area, I'm gonna be setting them in a Velcro roller instead of pins. These really front pieces I've been setting forward for a while now, but with the ones that are directly behind the bang area, sometimes I'll set them forward, sometimes I'll set them backwards. It's kind of just like whatever I feel. This is a very perfect and perfectly looking look, so there's really no right way to do it. It's just a vibe we're going for. I'm always losing hairs whenever I'm working on those layered areas. It's actually it's the most frustrating part about doing this. But you kind of just have to work through it and pick them up as they fall off. I'm on such autopilot. The fact that I was able to do that with literally a curtain over my face is insane. I just realized that. I'm a psycho for that. I know some people are Velcro roller haters, and if you are, just look away or just skip this step if you're trying it out yourself. But I am not a Velcro roller hater, so I'm gonna be using it. Again, it's about distributing heat. All right. The hair is hot, so be careful. I really just wanted it to set in the shape of this. All right, I am not a hairspray girl, but the last time I went to a salon, they used the Nº.7 hairspray on me, and I actually really loved the way my hair held for the rest of the day. It was a humid day too, and today's a humid day, so I might give it a little spritz, and I think I have that Nº.7 hairspray here. I am on their PR list, which is such an honor, so let me go look for it. Okay, unfortunately, Unfortunately, I could not find the Nº hairspray, but I was able to find this Avita hairspray. It says it's a light hold, which is definitely more my vibe. I don't really like a super strong hairspray, so let's just go on with this. Okay, and now we're just gonna wait for everything to set in. I'm gonna go do some cleaning. It's laundry day, and I'll be right back to reveal the unpinned hair. All right, it has been some time now. I forgot to like set a timer so I could tell you guys exactly how much time, but if I had to guess, I would say 40 minutes. I'm not entirely sure though. Either way, the point is for the hair to just fully cool down, and it's definitely done that. So let's go ahead and just take them out. This is my favorite part. Be very careful when using this. It's very important to be neat when you're using pins, but especially these metal pins, because even though I love them because they're so just like secure, if they do happen to get tangled up or knotted up into like hair, it's very painful to take out. I've learned that the hard way. Maybe if you're like a super beginner, maybe try getting plastic pins first. Even though they're not as good, they're gonna hurt a lot less when you take them out if they do get tangled up. And the way to make sure they don't get tangled up is to just clear the way before taking them out. Ow, see? That hurt. Alright, now the most important piece. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look how short my hair looks. That's crazy. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to flip my head over upside down and kind of shake it out. That way I could just get more volume. I also like to just like run my fingers through my hair. And there you go. Guys, you cannot tell me this is not like actual perfection. Once you get to this point, you have options. You can go ahead and just call it a day and go like this. If you want to see some curls defined and together, that is perfectly fine. But if you want a more floofy, poofy look, you can get a boar brush and run that through your hair. Let me show you. You take a boar brush or anything that has bristles that's similar to a boar brush, and then you pass through your hair, shake it up, and then you have more of like a floofy style. So define floofy. So I don't know, I like both. Eventually this wants to bounce back to this. Now, if your ends are dry, you can go ahead and add some oil. I think today I'm just gonna leave it as is. But yeah, this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment if you want to see the blowout version of it, or if there are any other kinds of videos that you would like to see. Please let me know, and I'll see you later.